Don't be knocking there. Oh. Ready? Hey guys, good morning. I don't know if y'all can see it or not, but the plastic is done. We're good for another few years, which is awesome because you know, we really love our greenhouse. And but today we're not working on aquaponics on wheels because we're behind as always, and we need to take cuttings because it's getting colder. Even though we're not getting any rain, but it's getting colder, so we need to go ahead and take our cuttings so that we can carry over some of these plants from this year, like this basil and these mints. These mints will do fine, but I'd really like to take some more cuttings on them so that we can cut some of this back. And I want to we're have been saving up to do some essential oils. There's a tomato. Tomato. Our tomato. All right. But we've been saving up. Yeah, there's something Anna actually planted in there was a tomato, but some of these mints and stuff we'd really like to, and our stevias we'd like to take some more stevia cuttings. Of course, we're also going to harvest some stevia seeds to share. What?
There's a spider.
Oh, well, it's just a water spider. It ain't no big deal.
I don't care. I'm scared to move.
Well, kill it with the scissors.
How?
Cut him in half. She cuts a spider in half. You didn't cut him in half.
Scared to do it.
Oh. All right, sorry. Spider distraction. And I can't kill him. Dude, did. All right, you have. No, I didn't break the scissors.
No, the end.
Oh, the end came off. Yeah, I broke the scissors, as Anna's pointing out. Your hair.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, we're excited.
I'm going to do it.
No, you're not going to do cutting, but Jimmy can help me with the cutting, like always. We're having a little bit of trouble. We don't have any transportation right now. You know, it just happens. You know, two vehicles at the same time have the same problem. You know.
The boots that have the engines loads and all that.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it's okay. We're not stressed. You know, we are some of the few people that if something happens like that and we can't go nowhere, we're okay because we're actually happy being here. We're content spending time with each other. You know, we just get more work done. But you know, no telling what's going to happen. So you know, it's all up to the Father. But I've already been working in the other parts of the greenhouse, and I'll show you that another day. And plus, we're about to have to harvest some moringa. We got some that are just about to the top of the plastic now, and we need to cut them back and to get them harvested and dried out because everybody's been loving the moringa.
Daddy,
And
there's that window.
where?
Up there.
Where?
Right there.
I don't see it pointing.
Right
Right there. She tricked me. She said there's another spider, a black widow. So it wasn't a black widow, but
there. But there's a mark.
just to mark. Sit up there, baby.
I don't like being up here.
Well, you people won't be able to see you unless you're up there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start taking cuttings, and y'all can learn how to take cuttings with us because this is a little ridiculous. So I'm going to go ahead and take off a lot of this right here. I just hacked it off below some stems. I'm going to get rid of these old leaves. I'm going to try to show y'all best as possible. Now, we want to get rid of these seeds right here, the seed pod. We got rid of the seed pod, and I'm putting them all in this little, the aquaponics on wheels that we're working on. so that we can harvest them. And but I'm going to cut right below this set of leaves right here. All right, I'm going to pick this one up. Now, just showing y'all this time. We'll start moving quicker later, but I'm going to harvest these leaves off of here because we don't want but 30% of what this plant was. We want all this gone.
Daddy, did you bring what tea?
No, I didn't bring my tea. I'm sorry. We want to really hack this down because we don't want this plant struggling while it's trying to root. And basil's pretty easy, which is okay. We'll just dry this out and it'll be just perfect. So that's about what we want. We want about 30% of what was there, like that. And then we'll just take this and put this in the aquaponics. And I'm putting it where we planted all those seeds because there's room up here at the front part. It kind of washed away a little bit, so I'll have a little bit of room. And all I do is just make a little trench, put the basil in there. I know y'all can't see it, but I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some of these, and just talk to y'all as I go along. Well, go get something to drink, baby.
But what about you're off by the time I come back?
I won't be off by the time you get back. Go ahead and take your time, baby.
No.
All right, we're going to clear up all these seed pods. Of course, these seed pods will dry out just fine.
Hey, I want a root. I'm going to plant the roots. Dad.
So, how's everybody else's week been going? Y'all know how ours has been going. We've been having car trouble. We got the lumber paid for. I got a friend that's supposed to help me get some of the lumber today, which is awesome because I can go ahead and start siding the our tiny house. And because it really needs to be sided before wintertime, because I mean, it did fine last winter with just insulation and plastic on the outside, but now we're going to have finished oak on the outside, which is all rough cut oak. See, once you get going on these and you pretty much know what you're doing, you can just sit there and hack through these cuttings. And no, not right now.
Boring.
I'm sorry it's boring for you. Hopefully everybody else don't think it's boring.
I'm going to plant some of these roots.
Well, you can plant some of these roots, and she surprised me a few times. I've done this to tomatoes. Did these cuttings to tomatoes.
That thing with it's going that way.
Anna, baby. Sorry about that. Puzzle the cat just knocked our camera.
I did not see nothing.
All right, I don't know how our camera's set up now. Let me try to adjust it real quick because we have a knuckle brain cat. Hopefully y'all can see me again and everything's okay.
Why, when you are in the front of the camera, I think they can see you.
It's fine? Okay, Krista tell me it's fine. All right, well, I'm going to take these and I'm going to put these in aquaponics. In our little trench. I know y'all can't see it, but
I don't know to find you with a root.
yeah, I believe it.
I'm going to find them with one of root.
All right,
Don't put my hair. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not gonna cut your hair.
Boring.
It's boring, huh?
I don't like you turning these. I like you doing the aquaponics on you.
I know. That's okay. Well, we got to get these cut-ins taken so that we can have some next year, because they're very hard to be careful, baby.
I am being careful.
And
Boring.
we'll go in the house if it's boring.
No, you're telling me I'm boring.
I'm not telling you you're boring, but we've had some. We got the plastic on. Y'all saw the video of that. That was awesome about the plastic being on. It was really hard. My arms were noodles, but it was it's on there now. And we had bad solar storms. The wind was just whipping here. I mean, just going whipping like crazy.
Are you doing the?
Dropping these cuttings here.
Are you doing a free round drilling the root trees?
Yeah, I believe you're going to root these because you surprise me all the time.
But you see me doing it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, the story I was telling you before we lost our for the cat, not lost our, and the cat's mighty fat, but I think she's been in here eating tilapia overnight, so that's not good. But yeah.
I ain't getting rid of puzzle. That's the best attack.
Well, if she eats our food, then she can't.
Midnight is the one who started it.
I know Midnight started, but anyway, I was doing this to some tomatoes, and sorry, I keep dropping them. And Anna comes along behind me and grabs up all the pieces that I'm cutting off, and of course I had left some, there were possibilities of rooting, and I thought, well, that'd be more trouble than it's worth. And she grabs them and roots them all, and then ends up with like 100-something tomato plants.
And I got some over there with green tomatoes about to be orange, I think.
Yeah.
A purple one and a little tiny little.
Right here.
You're interrupting me.
I'm not meaning to interrupt you.
Talk to yourself.
Stop talking to myself. Well, I have a tendency to do that when I'm making decisions.
By the chicken handle.
I don't think you did because you're way away from it.
Joe's up there.
We're just stopping it from going to seed, and this basil will be good in some cooking that Crystal will do later on. Of course, we'll dry some of it. We dry everything because that's seemed like to us the best way to preserve on a budget, preserve food. So we really try to dry everything we possibly can.
I take my ear closed.
No, it's not closed.
Water tight all the time.
No.
Boring. Everything is boring around here.
Yeah, she went and did a spend the night party with this little boy.
You mean my Anna?
Right, Anna. And there's also a little boy there named Ben, and he's typical little boy. He always says stuff like boring and stuff like that. So now Anna's missed boring everything. So it's okay. It's boring. I asked her the other day, what does boring mean?
I don't know.
She don't know what boring means, but she says it a lot.
Ben did not even say boring.
Who said it?
Nobody. I just know it.
She just knows it, but she don't know what that means. But
I know it.
see, we're coming up with quite a few cuttings here. That'll go in
I'm
some
about
soup.
to grab these and go friendly.
With them?
Yes.
Now, I want to make sure y'all know that how to do these, and I'm not going too fast because they're very hard to be careful, baby.
I am being careful.
And
Boring.
we'll go in the house if it's boring.
No, you're telling me I'm boring.
I'm not telling you you're boring, but we've had some. We got the plastic on. Y'all saw the video of that. That was awesome about the plastic being on. It was really hard. My arms were noodles, but it was it's on there now. And we had bad solar storms. The wind was just whipping here. I mean, just going whipping like crazy.
Are you going to?
Oops, dropping these cuttings too.
Are you going to be around throwing the root peas?
Yeah, I believe you're going to root these because you surprise me all the time.
But you see me doing it all the time.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, the story I was telling you before we lost our for the cat, not lost our, and the cat's mighty fat, but I think she's been in here eating tilapia overnight, so that's not good. But yeah,
I ain't doing real puzzle. That's the best it's had.
well, if reserved for later. Excellent for you got a headache. You take a piece of this Mountain Man, you kind of work it in your fingers, get the oils working good, and then just gonna rub it on your temples. Oh, hope I ain't got leaves all over me. It really does work. All right. We got a lot of cuttings. That's a lot of Mountain Mint. I'm excited. And more of them. We have a friend that where we got this from. He just has a big wild patch, and it just kind of grows. It's probably 15 feet by 15 feet, and it just spreads out on its own and this really grows, and the bees are just tearing it up. All right, I'm gonna put these in here real quick. Sorry to not be talking. Just realized I'm taking so many cuttings off them few little bitty sprigs. That's okay. And I know y'all can't see down here. I've seen people that have two cameras and stuff like that, and you know, one pointing down here and the other one pointing, you know, someplace else. I'd really like to learn how to do that part, and or we would really like to learn how to do that part, so that we can share, you know, like you can see where I'm putting those cuttings. I hope at least you can see where the green that I put on there. The other day, we have 21 different varieties of sweet potatoes, and I thought I had lost this variety right here. And the other day I was putting on the plastic, and I looked down, and there was one just growing out of the ground. It had survived from last year, and it was really awesome. And I'm going to go get another cutting of another sweet potato that I really want to share with y'all that is voracious, It's awesome sweet potato, and it blooms, and it's beautiful. But it just takes me 1 second to over here. You see that? That's a sweet potato. That's awesome, ain't it? And it is taking over a big old section over there in the greenhouse, which I'm letting it because I have to cut off a few of these blooms. That's not good, but hey, got to do what you got to do. This blooms just mean that it's producing. Now we don't have to take off as many leaves on these sweet potatoes because I don't think y'all can see them, but they have little tiny hairs all down the stalk, and those little tiny hairs will become roots, and this will be some of our starts for next year. So yes, I'm already working on our start for next year, not going crazy with them, but getting a few of them so I can have a few big plants that I can take the little starts from, you know, for the rest of the year. And we're actually going to slide those in right in here, and then I'll let them come out and hang over like this beam here, and I'll take cuttings off and put them back in there, take cuttings off and put them back in there. All right, we have we really don't need any mint. That's the sad part about this, but I'm going to harvest these seeds from the stevia. So I happen to know when the plastic was off, the bees were really pollinating this for us. So I'm going to put those there and let them come on. But I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of stevia cuttings. I'm still working on getting 300 stevia plants ready for next year so that we can actually figure out how much sweetener it takes for us to eat. I mean, to supply the three of us for the year. I'm just cutting the leaves off here. I'm putting the leaves separate from these because this is a definite commodity. And we love it. So I'm going to put these couple in there. Let me show you what I did to it. It's cut off most of the leaves. It has hair on the roots also. I mean hair on the stems also. And they'll just go right in here. Oop. To get ready for next year. And then while I'm out here working, I got a snack. Wow, that's sweet. Super sweet. Wow. Oh, guys, it's mainly what I wanted to show y'all so I could continue working was about taking cuttings and how we need to be consistent about taking cuttings. Even when it's fixing to be winter time, we need to keep working on our gardens. This is important for us to, you know, to grow enough food for you and your family through the year. You just, you know, every day. That's why I love this aquaponics on a budget class every week. No matter what, if I'm busy or not, for 30 minutes a week, I'm out here taking cuttings, I'm planting seeds, I'm working on the aquaponics, and sorry, that's sweet. This is like, woo, I need something to wash that down with. That was really sweet. But y'all are actually leaning on the aquaponics on wheels, and I'm going to make it a big system by combining several aquaponics on wheels, and that's something that we're all going to do together. That's the reason we're not working on it this week. We're not plumbing it together. I'll put those in a video playlist so you can go back and watch from beginning to end on the aquaponics on wheels. But the reason I'm doing that is because, you know, I thought, well, that's an ingenious idea. Let's go ahead and combine them all together and show that you could just have, you know, these systems can combine together too, because water runs downhill. And from the big high up water there, I can run a lot. So that's what our goal is. But all right, guys, but y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed today's show. And I thought it was boring, but hey, she don't know what boring means, and I'm going to explain to her what boring means, so that she doesn't sit there and say boring all the time. But you know, it's just a kid thing. But next week we're gonna try to work on the aquaponics on wheels. I'm trying to get them set up in place and leveled up, because they'll need to all be level, so they'll to each other, so that we can all the water will be, when it comes in, it'll all be level and have to be level both ways, you know, so that the water drains properly. But I'm going to work on that this week and getting all these systems. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 systems now, and I'm actually building another system for another person, and a totally awesome person, as a matter of fact. And I've kind of tweaked it a little bit, made it better. So this is awesome, and I'll share that with y'all too. But that'll be future shows. I hope y'all enjoyed this show, because I really love giving them. If y'all need anything from us, just please let us know in the comments or suggestions, and we'll be glad to do videos on it, to display the videos on it, because that's just inspiring to us. Well, they want to see this. All right, let's do it. And I'm sorry about the shirt and the flannel shirt. It's a little chilly. In the greenhouse. It's warmer than outside, but it's still chilly. But hey, all right, guys. Ani, Obe, Ocha means I love you in Hebrew. Later, guys.